India blog, Indian Railways, Chapter 4. Secondly, the stations. The large majority of the stations come from the times under British rule, and you can even find some quite British details in some of them, such as the ticket offices, hardwood and Victorian architecture. Trains often depart at midnight, thus it's not strange whatsoever to find people snoozing on the floors awaiting their train. One of the most striking elements to the stations is the fact that in each station there's a bookshop, whether it be in the main waiting hall or on each platform. All the shops belong to the same company, A.H. Wheeler & Co. And yet there is no demand whatsoever for such an overwhelming cultural offer. I've never seen anyone ever buy even one little book, either in Delhi or Calcutta. Quite something, considering the latter proclaims itself to be the cultural capital of India, and these last few days, one of the biggest book festivals in the world has been celebrated. How the company can keep going is a complete mystery, and the truth is that there are some great books, whether in English or Hindu. When I went to the book festival in Calcutta, I went just out of curiosity in search of the A.H. Wheeler & Co. stand, trying to see if they actually ended up selling a book, and despite the festival being incredibly vast, I wasn't able to find any stand by them. Thirdly, the journey. The routes tend to be really long, and any which journey has a lot of important stations and simple stops on the way. The trains usually leave the first few stations pretty much on time, but henceforth they start to pick up delays, and after a full night they often end up being anywhere from 1 to 5 hours late upon reaching its final destination. Of course, it goes without saying that absolutely no one announces the name of the next stop. Either way, most of the names are in Hindu, so you've got to be pretty careful and aware of your destination, if it's not the last stop, that is. What hasn't changed is the possibility of buying anything you might fancy. Even though it's true they have updated somewhat their offers, and in addition to teas, coffee, food and little toys, now you can even buy, quite predictably, mobile phone cases or selfie sticks. At every station you can get off the train a couple of minutes to buy some water or food from the little vendors or kiosks on the platform, or even, to the surprise of everyone, buy a book from A.H. Wheeler & Co. The toilets aren't usually very presentable even before the journey begins, and I certainly won't go into how they end up at the end of the journey. I'll spare you those thoughts. However, if the journey is a long one, you will find both Western style and Indian style bathrooms.